Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a knife video for you. Today we're looking at a SOG. This is the SOG Tac XR. Let me move the box out of the way. SOG does have these giant boxes. Here is the knife. It's not so giant. A couple interesting features here, and then I'll get to my impressions. I'll tell you the size as well. But kind of a decent middling knife, right? It's not a high-end knife. It's not a budget knife. I think these land around 75 bucks or something like that within D2. So we've got D2 full flat ground blade, G10 over stainless steel liners, XR locks, flipper tab, okay, on bearings, or thumb stud deployment. Both work quite well. SOG has done a really nice job with their XR lock, as they have on other SOGs that I have tried recently. We've got a nicely textured and fairly comfortable handle and a deep carry clip. So that's just a quick rundown. The backspacer seems to be FRN rather than G10 like the handle scales. All right, so that's a quick rundown. Of course, it is all blacked out. I didn't see any other options. I guess there's a green handled option, but SOG with some of their other knives has a bunch of colorful options out there, I guess because this is like tactical, right? You can't see my quotes there. Because this is tactical, it has to be black. But I would actually like to see this in a bunch of different varying colors. Anyway, that's a quick rundown of the features. Size and weight on this, 8 inches overall, 3 7/16 on the blade, so just under 3.5 inches, 4 11/16 when closed. Okay, so that's how much you're putting in your pocket. 3 3/4 inches of grip area and 5.2 ounces. So fairly hefty knife, fairly thick handle. And that gets me to my initial thoughts. I think this knife is really, it's going in the right direction. It's a pretty good knife, but it's just a little out of balance. Okay, so the handle on this knife is absolutely this heavy duty beast of a handle that is just designed to go nuts and like be, super tactical and ergonomic and great for hard use cutting tasks. But then we get up to the blade. Yes, it's a flat grind, and I guess that's sort of a nod to toughness, but that's where it ends. It's a very fine point. The blade stock is quite thin, and so what SOG seems to have done here is put like a thin slicey blade on a handle that's designed for something beefy and hard use. So it's kind of a weird, I feel like this knife could be really, really awesome if it went one of two directions. Either we slim down the handle and lighten it up and make this an epically good lightweight EDC knife, all right, or we go the other direction. We lengthen this blade and thicken it up a bit and make this a really fantastic heavy duty knife. But where it is now is kind of really weird. It's heavy in pocket while it's delivering like a very fine, dainty blade. So kind of an odd design choice. And SOG has done this a few times. The problem that I'm having with SOG right now is that their marketing is completely disconnected from the product, right? Remember, they marketed the SOG Aegis as this heavy-duty outdoor use knife, and there's nothing heavy-duty about it. It's not designed that way at all. So anyway, I have to pick on them still a little bit. Having said that, they've got some wins. Okay, the flash is really, really nice. If you're looking at this, I know this is a huge jump in price, but if you're saying like, I can't quite swing the Seal XR, I'm going to go with this, you'll be disappointed, right? This is marketed like the Seal XR. The difference is the Seal XR delivers and this kind of doesn't. Now, having said that, if you love this design and you really, I would say get one in hand and feel it, because I think you may just feel it in hand and go, I just love the ergonomics on this, and because of that, I really want one. And I would not disagree with you. It's a very comfortable handle, no question about that. It's just the blade is not what I would think of as a hard use, heavy duty type of blade. If you want just a quick example to put side by side, here's a hard use blade, right? This is the blade that should be in this. And if this blade were in this knife, then this would be a very, very different video. All right. So the other thing I have to say before leaving this is I'm probably sounding more negative than I should, because actually I kind of like this knife. I kind of enjoy it. I just feel like it's a little out of balance. Oh, it is a bearing pivot. I don't know if I mentioned that. The other point that I wanted to make here before leaving is I have some concern that I recently heard that GSM is buying SOG as well. So GSM will then own Cold Steel and SOG. And GSM, even in their new lineup, they didn't retain a good anyway, that'll be a whole different video. I just have serious doubts about GSM's ability to continue to make good knives for knife people. I suspect they're going to make a bunch of Walmart crap, both from Cold Steel and SOG. And SOG's already been there, and no one liked it. So hopefully they don't do it again. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this knife down in the comments. I do find SOG has some pretty avid fans, and you know, they're okay. I'll give them that. They definitely have made a huge improvement in the last year, but my concern is that that improvement is over because of the new ownership. So there you go. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you soon.